from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
Okay, let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. I recognize somebody in the audience. No, it's Kiki Ball Chains. Yeah. Kiki Ball Chains. Yes. Welcome. How you doing? Thank you for being here, Kiki. Enjoy. Thank you. Thank you. That's a really cool name, right?
The
Kiki
best
Ball
name.
Chains. Change, like change in your pocket.
Yeah.
Kiki Ball Chains.
Yeah.
So, you know, Chris Harrison's not going to be returning to The Bachelor in Paradise. Well, they've made the firm decision over there at the network. And they were teasing me on TV. I'm thinking it's going to be David Spade. Until I find out the rest of the story, when I meet with the Bureau, it's David Spade to be the new Chris Harrison, but also they're swapping out other comedians, I guess, every week or every 2 weeks or something like that. This is a terrible idea. First of all, I don't think that Chris qualifies to get his job back. And I know that Matt has forgiven racist Rachel, but doesn't mean that we forgive Chris. Oh yeah, he said what he said, and that's that. Norman said it's been so long, he forgot what he said.
Yeah, I forgot why I'm mad. Are we still mad? I don't know.
I like David Spade. Norman said he's not really a Bachelor Nation person, but he watched because of David Spade.
Yep.
Yeah. I like him. As soon as I heard about this, I was like, oh my gosh, perfect. He's 56. He's dated some of the hottest women in Hollywood, including Carmen Electra, Heather Locklear, Pam Anderson. You know what I mean? He's got some sort of je ne sais quoi going on. And he's old enough to still know how to like give advice to the girls trying to choose a man or a man trying to choose the girl, but he's also still young enough and funny enough to inject some jokes and we laugh along with him. Yeah. I'm in. And I don't know what other comedians they have signed up, but this is a terrible idea. Just give the job to David Spade. That's it. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you want to watch along with me, Bachelor in Paradise premieres this summer, and Bachelorette with Katie starts on Monday. I'll be watching. So, people are making a big deal. I don't know why. Evelyn Lozada announced that she's leaving Basketball Wives. Well, Evelyn was on the show on E! It's called Just the Sip. And so Evelyn talked about it, and then I'll give you my opinion. Go ahead.
I think that it's time for me to open up the universe to other things. It's been a hard decision because I could do it with my eyes closed. I want to open up. I want to open it up to the universe to allow other things to flow in. And sometimes you have to say, all right, I got to walk away from this. Now I have a conscience about what I say and what I do and what my kids are going to see. Although I've always delivered, but I walk away from it feeling heavy.
Yeah. And if you'll recall, when she was on our show like a month ago or something, I asked her, is she going to stay with Basketball Wives or is she going to leave? And she did not give a firm answer. She said, you know, I go back and forth with this. You know, I love Shawnee and, you know, but the sisterhood needs to change. And she thought that the show was going to grow with the rest of them. And they're still fighting, and because that's what you watch for.
Yep, I do.
But I wish her well. You know what? I don't know that she has a new job. You know, I think that it was wise for her to quit. She's grown. Remember, Evelyn was a hellcat on the show in the beginning. And she fought with everybody and me. You know, but now, like, Evelyn is I honor that, you know, we've made up and the whole bit and told our truths about what was going on. And this is she's growth in process. So here she is, the mother of 2 kids. The father is the former baseball player.
Yeah, Carl Crawford.
Right. Carl is not going to let Evelyn, you know, even though they're not together anymore, he's not going to let Evelyn starve. I don't think that he's funding what Evelyn wants to do, but what I'm saying is if Evelyn has one foot on the banana peel of letting go of one paycheck and not being able to gather another, Carl's not going to let the mother of his kid, the primary parent, starve.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Evelyn's good. Evelyn, congratulations. I was going to give you recommendations, but can I give my recommendations?
Yes. That's the fun part. Who's going to replace Evelyn?
Well, no one can really replace Evelyn. And, you know, and even Tammy left because she said she's outgrown the show. She has other stuff to do. But you know what? Lala Anthony. You know, she'll give you a good read, and then she can promote her products, whatever she's got going on the side. Larsa Pippen. Right? And this is a long shot, because I think that she's above this, but not really. Aisha Curry. Oh, never mind, Aisha. Apparently they don't want you. But here's my thing about Aisha Curry. Aisha Curry, because she's married to Steph, she's just positioned herself above being on Basketball Wives with problems, because we never hear about them having any problems or him tipping out or her being crazy. I mean, even she's got some sort of cooking show, and I watched it one time, and I couldn't, everything was just too crunchy. Like, no flavor, too good for you. But good for her for having the show. But if she becomes a Beverly Hills housewife, then she can cook some food and then just throw a little.
Yeah, just
and then you know what I mean. Just throw a little. And the final recommendation is, why don't you call Khloe Kardashian? She knows basketball players. Lamar, James Harden, Tristan Thompson, and who knows who else. I have to admit, I didn't watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills last night. I also missed they're rushing for the mayoral chair.
Yeah, the mayoral debate.
I missed the big debate. So now all I see are clips. I know, but I wanted to see the whole thing from beginning to end. No, I ate the burger, caught the itis. And when I woke up, I'm looking around, oh my gosh, what have I missed on TV? And by this time, it's like 9 o'clock at night. What have I missed on TV? And I see Casino. Well, that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm staying. I've seen this movie 155,000 times. And it never gets tiring to me. I discover new stuff about the movie about Vegas.
Yeah. I've never seen it, actually.
Really?
True story. I've
It's
never seen
just
it.
under 4 hours.
4 hours. Oh.
Yes, yes, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll check it out if I have 4 hours.
So that's why I didn't watch Garcelle and Kathy last night at the Housewives of Beverly Hills. Garcelle told Kathy how she feels about Kathy's daughter, Paris. Here you go.
Paris came on The Real. And when she's sort of using her real voice now, so when she was like, we were like, hey, Paris, and she was like, hi. I was like, who is that? Yeah.
I think she's more confident now.
That's great.
I think she feels really at peace.
She used to drive me nuts. Fashion shows and parties, and she was always on her phone. And I always felt like, why are you here?
A lot of people thought of that as very disrespectful on Garcelle's part. Clap if you think so. Well, me and the girl in the orange right there agree. We're not clapping. I don't think she was being disrespectful. She didn't talk about Paris in a bad way. And her mother came through. What you didn't see in this clip is that Kathy said, you know, Paris is very shy. And she's talked about being shy and how sometimes she's not even really on her phone doing anything. She just does not want to play the Paris Hilton card. And what Garcelle said absolutely makes sense. Paris grew up at Hilton. What does she know about what to do and how to show up and be proper? It's part of the, and what we learned about Kathy, Paris's mother, last night is Kathy is very uninformed about a lot of things.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a good way to put it.
Yes. I mean, she was very, very funny. She didn't know about a lot of stuff. You know, I'm going to give you an example. This is not exact, but you know, well, who's going to clean the pool? There's leaves in the pool. Who's going to take that out? How do you work the dishwasher? No, but you know what? She grew up at Hilton. And unfortunately, a lot of times when people are super wealthy, they tend to forget to teach their kids about some of the basic things in life. But I'll tell you what about Kathy. She's besties with LaToya Jackson, and now I see the fun that between her not knowing stuff and LaToya missed the boat on a lot of stuff. In a good way. But can you picture them out?
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Yes! I liked it. And as a side note, the ladies find out about Erica's divorce next week. And by the way, there is a new documentary on Erica and her husband Tom. Now I know you're saying documentary because those are for different people, but you know, Tom being the big money magnet that he was, this needs to be told. This is like an episode of American Greed, except we're more familiar with the characters. It's going to be called The Housewife and the Hustler. Take a look.
There once was a housewife
Erica Jane, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
who married a hustler.
Tom Girardi was LA Law, so powerful.
They were just blowing money left and right. But then,
The Real Housewives star accused with her husband of staging a fake divorce.
Thomas Girardi accused of embezzlement. People love a good scandal.
The biggest question is, did she know?
The Housewife and the Hustler, only on Hulu.
That's going to be really good. The thing about Tom is that he should have been smarter to know never to put the cameras in the house. He should have supported her career from afar, you know, put her on planes and stuff like that, but never bring the cameras into the house, because now we see your ridiculous opulence and the ridiculous amount of money that you've stolen and spent, allegedly, to live a lifestyle that you were fronting the whole time. And I think that, though, sometimes people like this, like really egotistical and money-driven and business and probably, you know, and he's much older than her, came up to her at the bar when she was a cocktail waitress and probably thought she would never do anything except for rely on his money. And people like him are used to having yes people around them all the time. Even the people who they're supposed to be asking for advice, they all turn into yes people. He got so egotistical with stealing you all's money. Robbing and stealing you all's money. He got so egotistical that he actually let those cameras in his house, thinking he'd never get caught. You know what I'm saying? He'd been doing it for so many years, allegedly. Anyway, look, this is in my schedule. The Housewife and the Hustler premieres on June 14th on Hulu. Good. Do you know who Anna Faris is? Okay. There she is. Anna Faris is sharing marriage advice that she'd give to her eight-year-old son. Well, these kids are growing very, very quickly. She was very tasteful with it. Take a listen.
I don't know if it's too grumpy and cruel to say in a sense, but if I could tell my 8-year-old son one thing that maybe he would stick to, I would really encourage him to not get married in his 20s.
I say that all the time. Yeah. Getting married in your 20s is the worst for guys or girls, and I think that that's sensible advice. That you know, because these kids, we live in an over-sexualized society, and the kids are seeing a lot more. And 8 is not too. I mean, Kevin knew a long time ago he didn't want to get married in his 20s, but now his whole thing is, no, Mom, I'll start dating for the purpose of marriage in my late 30s. And I will get married sometime in my early 40s and start a family. And the rest of the time is spent on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Getting my career together, dating around and doing stuff. I like it. Yeah. But like we always talk about, then women have to go through that fertility thing. You know what I mean? That's the only part that sucks, being a girl. But you'll figure it out. You always do. Now that rapper, Lil Uzi Vert, when last we talked about him, he had a big giant pink diamond attached to his forehead. And there's nothing about that looks cool to me. Even though I was just talking about how somebody looked really attractive with one and I'd like to have like a temporary or something like that. But because he's got the teeth and the tattoos and, you know, anyway, he removed the diamond from his forehead. Yeah. He heals very well, thank goodness. I mean, you know, because imagine if you remove the diamond, but you catch a keloid. You know what I'm saying? Or you remove the diamond and you catch the lymphedema. Oh. Not a crusty gray forehead. Anyway, the diamond is $24 million. It's a pink diamond. It's like 10 or 11 carats, and it's the latest one, the video that went on Instagram. A lot of people, I guess his fans and stuff are wondering, why did he take the diamond out? Where's the diamond? Where's the diamond? Well, he's a man of means. Maybe he took the diamond out, came to his senses, and made it into a pinky ring. You know, maybe he traded the diamond in for a piece of embellishment for his girlfriend or himself. Just thank goodness he removed it. Yeah. Dolly Parton. Look. Dolly Parton says that she doesn't own a pair of sweatpants. She says, I have on little house clothes, a little dress teddy type, a long teddy type, a jacket with a gold matching, something or, something if it gets cold. We've talked about this before. I've talked to you about this even when I was back on the radio. Like sweatpants to me are I have 2 pairs of sweatpants. And one pair is from the original Juicy collection.
I love Juicy.
And I still have the jacket and everything, which looks totally ridiculous because that was like 25 years younger ago, but I still wear it and it says juicy on my booty and stuff. And even my son laughs at it. He doesn't care. He's like, go ahead, Mom, just go ahead. And then the other pair of sweatpants, he actually bought for me at the Supreme store. Yeah, and they're big, and he only bought them just because he said, Mom, I'm not wearing these.
Right.
You know, you wear these just in case you have to rush out of the house or something, and it takes too long to put on, you know, eyelashes and... So I agree with I agree with Dolly, and she doesn't do it for her husband, Carl. She does it for herself. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with sweatpants if that's how you want to walk around your house. But we love Dolly.